Welcome to Help at Home. I'm Jim Hightower. On this episode of Quick Tips, we're going to revisit the Buttercrust pie dough recipe, and we're going to do it one easy way. It's also going to be a double recipe, so you can always have a little extra pie dough hanging around. So grab your pen and paper. Here come the ingredients. You'll need 3 cups flour, 2 sticks butter cut into pieces, 6 tablespoons white shortening like Crisco, 2/3 cup cold water with 4 tablespoons of sugar, and a double pinch of salt stirred in, and then you just mix it together. Okay, I have almost everything here in my food processor except my last tablespoon of shortening, and I just want to say I don't go around measuring with that tablespoon. I just get what looks about like a tablespoon, and that's a tablespoon. A little more or a little less will not hurt, and so maybe that will help you too. Also, I wanted to show you how I cut this butter in. You just go from side to side, you know, nothing too big. And also, I layer this as I go in. Not only do I try to kind of keep it even around the sides, I put 1 cup of flour in, and then cut up a stick of butter, put a 2nd cup of flour in, cut up this stick of butter, and then all the shortening. And then I put the last cup of flour in. Here's my last cup of flour, and remember, you can just push it up against your container, level it off, and that makes 3. So, I've got everything in my food processor. I'm going to pulse it or put it on low a couple of times till it's ground up like coarse meal, cornmeal-ish. I'm going to cover this up. I don't know what happened to my little top plunger thing. Okay, there you go. Then, you've got your water, sugar and salt, and a small whisk. Give it a good stir. Turn this on. Pour it in. And you may have to help it along a little bit. And that's it. Sometimes it gets a little loud, but it's no big deal. You could mix this with the paddle attachment in your stand mixer, but this is much easier, much faster. Sprinkle your work surface lightly with flour. Get your dough, and be careful. As Julia would say, fingers are not part of this recipe. Then, you just mash it together lightly, roll it in the flour. It's so easy. Make kind of a little Yule log type shape. Flour always seems to find this black shirt. Then you just cut it in half with your knife. Push it into kind of a small pizza shape. That way, if you freeze it, it will be thin and will thaw more quickly. You just take a piece of wax paper, put it on there, go over, turn your wax paper, go over again. That's simple. Then you take a handy ziplock freezer bag. We don't buy anything but freezer bags. Put it inside. Then you have your 2nd piece of wax paper and roll it over, roll it over. Boom, you're done. Now, if you wanted to use this today, I would put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes at least. Let the butter kind of firm back up. If not, if you're just making this because you want to be ready to do some wonderful things that we will be doing, or that you will be doing, toss it into your freezer. It's good to go for a year. If you know you're going to use it the next day, take one out, set it in your refrigerator to thaw the night before. Or take it out and it's good to go in about an hour. It's just buttery, lightly sweet, and wonderful. If you're going savory, like you're going to make a quiche crust, then lower the sugar to about a teaspoon, or maybe 2 teaspoons, and then give about half a teaspoon of salt. There you go, savory pie crust. If you like this recipe for easy buttercrust pie dough, also known as pastry dough, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and share with your friends who like to cook or just want to learn how. Drop me a line in the comments below about your experiences with this recipe and what else you'd like to see in the kitchen. Click the bell in the top right hand corner for notifications. I'm Jim Hightower, and remember, everyone needs help. Even me. Welcome to Help at Home. On this episode of Quick Tips, 1/3 cup cold water. No. Stick of butter, well, blah, blah, blah. Ah! Why did you stop? Well, if you like this recipe for how to get flour on a black shirt. Oh, really? I should not wear a black shirt when I'm working with flour. I'll learn one of these days. This is what happens when you try to dust flour off a black shirt. You get more. Also known as pastry dough. Give it a thumb. Ooh, I smacked. One more time.